Hello and welcome. So here's a bit of curiosity. This past weekend the Times held their Cryptic Crossword Championship for the year, the 2025 edition. And this is a long-running series of championships, and you pay to enter. There's about 120, 130 people normally enter, and it's split in 3 rounds. So in the first round you get 90 minutes to solve 3 puzzles, and then there's a semi-final that I think has 2 puzzles, and then the final, and this is the puzzle for the final, is between the people who qualify through each round. And this year there were 5 people in it. Now I attempted, same format last year. I attempted last year's puzzle, and I actually managed to finish it, which I was pretty well. I finished it. Got down to the last 2 or 3 clues, and there was just 1 or 2 words I didn't know, and I had to reveal or check. And it took me just under an hour, but I was pretty pleased with that as a thing. But last year, the winner, Mark Goodliff, took about 5 minutes, and I think there were just 3 people in the final, and even the slower one of those took 8 minutes to do it. This year, there were 5 people in the final. Mark Goodliff won it again in about 8 minutes, so he was 3 minutes slower. The people who came second and third took about 12 minutes. The fourth guy came out, took about 15 minutes, and the young lady Chloe, who came fifth, took just over 20 minutes. So I'm not feeling particularly hopeful about this puzzle. I'm going to spend about it'll probably take me 15 minutes just to read through all the clues, I'm guessing, and have a little think about them. If I can get anything, great, and then I'll probably quit it. I'll reveal the puzzle, and then see if I can work out what all the clues mean. So that's the plan here. As I say, just a bit of curiosity, something different to do really. So I might as well reset the timer for no good reason, and then crack on. Right, person giving rise to what's rebuffed by church. Person giving rise. What does that mean? Person given rise to what's rebuffed by church. Is that double definition? Is church CH? Let's put church CH there and a CE there. Could be CH, I don't know. And move on to what's potted before black, 1 of 2 in frame. Well, it's pink, isn't it? Why is that pink? In a game of snooker, pink is potted before black. Well, a red, but 1 of 2 in frame. 1 of 2, P in K. Why would that be pink? Let's go with pink. Just put that much there. I can't see why that would be though. 1 of 2 in frame. Frame is 5 different letters. What's potted before? Could be B for black. 1 of 2 in frame. No, not seeing it. Cutting resistance apart from fringes. Resistance is, what is resistance? Is it an R? I think it's an R, isn't it, for resistance? Fringes is 7 letters, so I don't think that's an anagram. No. Creep along with moderate cramps. 232. Creep along with moderate cramps. Is moderate anagram indicator? I don't think you get as many anagrams in the top level puzzles, so I shouldn't be so hopeful on that. Creep along is 10 letters. We need a 7-letter answer. Nothing in that clue is 7 letters. With could be a W. Creep along is to tip to toe or something. Toe on toe. Don't know. Alhambra's facade. Now that's just to me. There should be the A's at the start and the A at the end. Ornately bears what's in Granada. Bears what in Granada? Well, the Alhambra is in Granada. Excuse me. Alhambra's facade ornately bears what in Granada? Okay, so what in Granada is key, isn't it? It's the Spanish word for que. Que, I think it is. So what's that? QUE? Excuse me. So I'm going to put QUE there. What in Granada? I think it's saying what's the Spanish word for what? Bears suggests that should go around it really. Facade. Ornately could be a hidden an anagram indicator. Facade would be, what am I trying to get to? Alhambra though. Don't know. Right. Let unoccupied kitchen. Is that saying take out the letters from kitchen, leaving a KN? cooks set joints down. Joints could be knees. Cooks set joints down. Let unoccupied. Kitchen. Cooks set joint. Cool. No feel for that one. Right. Northern Nans. Sorry. Avoided turning on gas. We're just looking for gas like argon. Turning on. Well, turning on would be NO, wouldn't it? As opposed to ON, which is what I was thinking of, argon or neon. Or northern is N. Although Northern Nan is a. I thought Nan was a northern name for Nans. Not sure about that. Gas. Gas could be to chat or talk. Right. Utter bores dash around in this. Wow. Okay, so utter bores, 9 letters. Utter is to say. Bores dash around in this. Bores. Cat. Some kind of car. Some kind of bus. There's too many letters though in utter bores. Dash around could be an anagram. A little bit bus there. I just feel bus is the half the answer, but I don't know. Can't be a minibus or a omnibus. Okay. What's that on? Immediately after. Get together. EU pondered borders. Immediately after. Post. Pondered borders are PD. Edges. Or is it just an anagram of EU borders? I think it probably is, isn't it? EU. Immediately after get to. No. Right. Let's go to male policeman gets into lying about age. Male is M. Policeman is a cop. Gets into lying about age. PC for policeman. DI maybe. Not a lot happening yet. Premium parking by hotel, saving time and energy. Premium parking by hotel. Do you think P&H for parking hotel? Saving time. Premium would be. I don't know. This isn't how well is it? But saving time and energy suggests it should be. Well, actually, yeah, maybe it's P. Time and energy would be T and AE, but that isn't going to work, is it? Let's leave it like that. I don't know. Endless rubbish bagged by scouts periodically coming together. Okay. Bagged by scouts. Gosh, that needs what's that? SOT or CUS? So you've got CUS or SOT. Coming together periodically, bagged by suggests that I need to put a word for rubbish into that. Coming together is, so what's going to be more likely? CU, is it going to be an else word? Could be an else word, couldn't it? Or is it going to be the S, what's the other one? SOT. Let's go with that much so far. I don't know. I think it could be the U is there. CU, cumulative, cumulus. Sure. Programs succeeded by screening everything around about India. Okay. Succeeded is an S. Succeeded by screening everything about India. Everything is all ale. Was it by screening? BY. And then put an I in there as well. Cool. So SBY. I've got the letters there, haven't I, really, for SAA. Not that that makes a word, obviously. but S for succeeded, BY going around all with an I for India in it. Let's get to programs. Or is it just S there? Programs, courses, syllabus. Does that work? Syllabus? How does that work? Syllabi. That's syllabi. There's all. There's buys. There's S. Okay. That's right, isn't it? Yes, I've got one. So I for India at the end. So succeeded, and then we've got BY around all. And about in the clue is saying put that backwards. Yes, got one. Syllabi. Blimey. Cook brief. How long will it take to get there? 9 minutes. I haven't even read the clues yet. All the cross clues. Cook briefly flipped pan with smallest amount of bacon grease. Bacon grease is fat, isn't it? Really. I would have thought the smallest amount of bacon is B, actually, and then grease is boil. Just cook, flip pan, boil, nap boil, cook. Flip pan. Pan is a pot boil. Pot boil, I think that might be. I think that might actually make sense. I don't know. Cooking sounds like pot boiled, doesn't it? Binding profession, unwilling to spend pounds. Okay, binding profession. Is that to profess as in to speak or talk? Unwilling, obstinate, to spend pounds suggests get rid of an L for pounds, or I would think. In the act of playing chess move. Is that just a simple anagram of in the act of? Could be. What it would be, I don't think it'd be that simple, would it? I mean, there's not that many chess moves, I think. Castling. Openings. Just kind of my brain thought of some chess moves and then things. Is en passant a chess move? Excuse me. In the act. Playing chess move. No, okay, well there's my crosses and it's taken me 10 minutes, so it's predicted 11 minutes almost. Birds seen around yard area and one spotted in bush. So is that a YA? I mean, around yard area suggests YA's got to be in there somewhere, isn't it? One spotted in bush. Bird could be a tiat. Don't think that works. Tiate. We're just going to leave that as a reminder. I think that's probably not going to be a CH though. Excuse me. Unless it's hyena. It gets hyena. Oh, I'm trying to spell it right. So yeah, we've got bird is a hen going around a. Can I even get this right? Oh, flipping heck. There we are. Hen going around Y with an area and after it. Yes, third one. Got 3 then. Square stretch from city to halfway below river bend. Square stretch from city. City could be LA, I suppose, or something, or Rio. That'd be a port normally. Halfway below river. Bend can be U, RU. Square would be rectangular. Rhomboid. Square could be a plaza. I mean, square is a special type of rectangle, you know, as such, because they're both full size, but the square's got completely good angles and sides. I don't know, let's move on from that one. Sea swell usually sees duck expelling one big quack. Excuse me. It's not a breaker. With that, I was thinking maybe 7 with a breaker. Sea swell, tidal wave. No, too short. Usually sees duck, expelling one big quack. Duck's a mallard, a teal, tsunami, sea swell. Is that just a anagram sea swell in somewhere? Sea, Mediterranean? I'm not sure. Okay, let's crack on to. Is that Albuquerque? Albuquerque. Alba. Can't remember how you spell Albuquerque. I don't think that's going to be the answer though. Let's go back to elderly, opposed to line bypassing Brussels. I assume bypassing Brussels means I need an EU in there somewhere, which is not going to go there. Probably there-ish. That QUE is not really going to be very happy, is it? Let's just chuck it in somewhere else, like there. Opposed to, I'm not even sure that's right, care, like that QUE. A line could be a railway, can't it? R-Y. Line bypassing Brussels. Anti-elderly. Anti... Until... Antial. Not saying that, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Extremely snug, okay, so it can't be the SG, can it? Extremely snug, bed-curtailed short nap. Extremely snug, bed-curtailed short nap. Well, is a short nap just an NA? I wouldn't have thought so at this level, but sometimes, you know. Extremely snug, bed-curtailed short nap. Bed is a cot. Comfortable, comfort. Would that be comfort? Strong, short nap. I think so. Well, I thought it was comfort or the cot. Let's go from there. Large majority of summer crowds became confused. Large majority. Can't have an indirect anagram, so. A large majority is a. There's a name for that in political terms that I can't think of. Other than a safe seat, obviously. Large majority of summer suggests I need to take everything but the R or something. Crowds become confused suggests it's an anagram. Become confused. L. Or are we talking about? Oh, is it going to be summer like someone doing adding up? Addle. Adder. Yeah, I think that's addle, isn't it? Okay, I'll go with that. Addle. I think that's, yeah, I think crowds is saying put. So we've got adder with a crowding around the L, I think. I'll go with that, I'll believe that. Excuse me. Lifted £2 sea creature over hot burner. Over hot, well hot's going to be an H, isn't it? But where lifted £2 is LL, sea creature. Not sure. Excuse me. Right, scroll on down a bit more. Features. Where am I there? Oh gosh, got a long one here. Features about French to be run in every survey. Features about French. I don't know if I know the French word for about. I don't think I do. Features normally indicate some kind of facial feature like chin or mouth or nose in every survey. to be run. Is it French to be? Which is also a bit beyond me. Features about French. Let's go down to article regarding northbound pit stops in Monza course. Feels like it should be hidden word backwards really. Monza course. Article A regarding his northbound pit stops in Monza course. Is Imola? Imola's the Monza course, isn't it? Or is it Monza? I can't remember. Is Imola a different track to Monza? Maybe. I don't know what to do with Monza otherwise, really. That's the thing. I don't think it's a hidden word backwards, but not sure. Imola. What would it be? Imola. Yeah, not saying that right. What do we got here? Line, small and fine, cracking mug. A lot of letters here that don't really go anywhere. Line, L, small and fine, cracking mug. Mug is a... What's a mug? Are we talking about facial mugs or cups or... S and F, small and fine. Is it that easy? S and F, Sandf, and then an anagram of mug. Nothing coming to mind there really. Scorers shown up clubs in current cup ties. Scorers. Well, let's see. Probably. There's either a C or an S, wasn't it? There, C or S. I think anyway. Scorers, striker, STR, no, not striker. Shown up in clubs in, there's C for clubs, in current is I, cup ties. Puccini, I think. I don't know. I think it just kind of seemed like it fit the thing. Puccini was a musical composer, so they scored things. Clubs is C, in is in the clue, current is I, and a cup is a cup. Well, cup ties. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a bit too easy. Maybe I made that too easy. Ties. Yeah, maybe clubs. Don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's as good an answer as any, and it does fit the C that I had there. So that was Cuss, wasn't it? What was that one? Yeah, the Scouts, ending in US, CUS. Right. This one could be this ball's knocked over square leg. Leg could be a peg. Could be this ball's jackpot. Might that be jackpot? I'm guessing a bit there, you know, if you hadn't figured that out. I also need to have a little swig of my tea because I brought a nice fresh cup of tea up 22 minutes ago and I haven't had a chance to drink any of it yet, so I'm going to just swig a bit of tea while I look at this clue. Well, I can't see it. I mean, square could be dated or old, old-fashioned. Leg stage of something. Could be this ball's knocked over. Not sure what's going on there. Keyhole, that is reinforced on escaping from trap. There's an IE there potentially for that is reinforced on escaping from trap. Keyhole. Key could probably mean. Key probably means yeah, a letter of a musical key. Keyhole. That is reinforced on escaping from trap. No, not really happening for me, that. So yeah, actually I've just finished reading the clues and the finalists have all finished at this point. Large drops in circuits, elevated battery discharge. Assume that ends in S. That can't be spelled, can it? Large drops in circuits, lapse. Circuits are lapse. Elevated battery discharge. Circuits elevated suggests to me there should be laps going up, which would be LAP, wouldn't it? But that doesn't want to work on that bit. There's an L. L, large drops in laps. Oh, it doesn't. Laps would be splow. Laps. Laps of circuits. I don't think that can be right, can it? Put an L for large, drop it into circuits, which is elevated, which gives you splow. I don't think that can be right. What's another type of circuit? Battery discharge. Splay. Yaps. Yaps. Circuits. I'm going to leave it like that. What the heck? Because, it's not like I'm going to get through this one, is it? Let's be honest. So what have I got? I got hyena, addle. I got syllabi, potboil, and potentially splow, which I don't think is really a word. So yeah, maybe 4 there. I've got. Let's have a second look. It's taking me 25 minutes just to go through the clues. And as I say, the finalists had finished by now. Person giving rise to what's rebuffed by church. Is that anagram what's? I don't know. This one, okay, I assume that is addle, which I think it is probably. What's potted before black is no longer the pink. 1 of 2 in frame. 1 of 2 is a pair. Could be a pair. 1 of 2 is a pair, but that's definition in the middle really. In frame. Not seeing that. Right, this one, okay, I've got an E maybe. Cutting resistance apart from fringes. Edge. Cutting. Nope. This, okay, so I've got, I think that's probably an and, isn't it? In the middle. Me and me. Creep along with moderate cramps. Moderate. And is, okay, and is with. Creep along. Cramps. But I need a word for creep along and I need a word for moderate. That are 2 letters each. Cramps. Maybe it's a word for moderate going around, and that might be so. Creep along is 2 and 2. Go and go. So and so. Tiptoe. Don't know. Alhambra's facade ornately bears what's in Granada. No feel for that one. So is this going to be knees? Let unoccupied. Kitchen. KN. I think I like that KN. Cooks. Set joints down. Cooks set would be EST or ETS. Joints. What's the let doing though? For knees. It's not really. Can't be joints. Although maybe saying change one of the letters or something. Kneel. knelt. I think that's knelt, you know. If you set your joints down, then you have knelt. So you did it in the past. KN and then anagram of let. Right, Northern Nans avoided turning on gas. Is that just argon? Is that gran? Gran with an O, avoided turning on. I'm going to put argon, I don't know. I didn't have an A there for an article, didn't I? Yeah. Utter bores. Utter is to speak or say normally. Bores, I've got no idea about this bus bit, that's probably just rubbish really. Other than there's an angle of a bus in utter bores, but dash around in this. Can't see that one. This one, immediately after get together. EU pondered borders. Well, if Puccini's correct, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. EU pondered pondered. Could be a PD there, I suppose, for pondered. The borders of pondered. Immediately after get together, post something, I think. But why that would be post, I'm not sure. Right, let's move on to male policeman okay, let's not really. Male policeman gets into lying about age. No. This one, premium. I've got no idea about this really, because I've just bunged in the P and the H, but actually I haven't really got much there. Parking by hotel, saving time and energy. Premium. No. This I still don't know. I don't even know if that's no US there really. Endless rubbish. Bagged by scouts. Periodically coming together. It could be CU as well. CU something S. Endless rubbish is. I'd need a 7-letter rubbish word. Not sure. Okay, let's move on from there. Syllabi, potball I'm going to go with. Binding, profession unwilling to spend pounds. No. And in the act, I've got two, well, I've got Puccini, the I from Puccini. In the act of playing chess move, that's not helping me out, is it really? So on the downs, hyena I'm fairly happy with. Square stretch from city to halfway below river bend. Bend is a U. Was it ooze or something? River ooze. Bend. From city to halfway below river bend. No, not seeing what that is. Unless it's an agon, square-agon or something. Square stretched. Could that be an anagram? From city to halfway below river bend. Don't really see that one. I wouldn't feel overly confident about argon, but sea swell usually sees duck expelling one big quack. Sea swell usually sees duck expelling one big quack. I don't know what sea swell is. Elderly, it could be ancient, I suppose. What would that be? Ancient. Ancient would be elderly. Opposed to would be anti. But what's the line bypassing Brussels doing? Not a lot really. So I can't see that being right. Let's get rid of that. Extremely snug. No. Adel I quite like. Lifted £2 sea creature over hot burner. Hot burner. Lifted £2. Is that 2LL? Sea creature. Not sure. Can't see that one. Features about French to be run in every survey. Every is one is per quite often. Packets I think about French. Can't see that one. Article, got an A for argon and an A for going down. Regarding, we sees northbound pit stops in Monza course. Not sure what that is. And then over here we've got line small and fine if it begins with B for bus, which I doubt it does. Cracking mug. Brake. Line could be a brake, could it? Don't think so. Small and fine brakes. No. Can't see that one. Yeah, Puccini I'm going with, but I don't think that's right because there's far too many words in the clue. The cup is in the clue, in is in the clue, C for clubs and I for current. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Could this be balls square, knocked over square leg? It can't be jackpot, can it? 'Cause that means that would end with a J. So that's going to work. Could be this balls knocked over square leg? No, not seeing that one. Keyhole that is reinforced on escaping from trap. Nope. And large drops, which I don't think is right, but I don't know what else I can do with that. Unless that's not pot boil. Cook briefly flipped pan is a pot. Why have I not flipped pot with B oil? Okay, that's not a pot boil then. Cook briefly flipped pan. Pan. No. Anyway, okay. Well, that's as far as I go, really. 35 minutes just to go through the clues twice. Wow. I'm not going to be winning the Times Championship in a while. Let's see what I've actually managed to do today. Check grid. So yeah, hyena, argon, syllabi, Puccini, addle, and knelt. That's good. Splow was rubbish. Potboil was rubbish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 I got. Okay. That's pretty CH there. Right, that's it then. Let's have a look at the answers. See what I should have done. Right. Yes, reveal the grid, please. Okay. Wow. Heresy arch. Jam. Okay, let's go through these clues. I'm going to have to do this a bit at a time, am I, if I can't see them? Okay, so, gosh, here's the arch. Giving rise to is, I think, so person I think is a heresy arch. I think that's your definition. Giving rise to is, I was going to say, here is, and then reverse the is, but actually, which is what's rebuffed. But now I'm thinking, is it rise here? By church is CH. Raise. So we've either got an anagram of rise inside of what's rebuffed, or I don't know. Okay, what's this? Can't get to these clues, can I? Real grid, yes. What's potted before black? 1 of 2 in frame. Well, 2 in frame is the AM, I think. What's patted? Okay, jam is potted before B for black, and the door jam is part of a door frame, isn't it? I can't remember exactly what part it is. Is it so that'll be the top and the side of the door? In the jam, in jam, that one. Won't let me. Okay, I'm gonna have to just type it all in, aren't I? Heresy arch, was it? This is jam. So what's our next word? Excerpt was next, wasn't it? Excerpt. Okay. Can I spell excerpt? Not easily. Excerpt. Right. Okay. That's yeah. Cutting is an excerpt. That's a cutting. That's your definition. Resistance is an R. Apart from fringes. So put except. Apart from is except. Fringing it. So going around it. That's fair enough. What was this? This was, I was doing one time then. Reveal word, so and so. I did say it might be so and so. Why it's so and so, I can't begin to tell you. It seems to let me have that now. Creep along with, so I think with is and. Moderate is so, I think. Cramps. Moderate is so. There you are. Yeah, so creep along. A creep is, okay, a creep is a so and so. I think that's your definition. Along with is and, with something that is so around it. So cramps is your containment indicator. Wow, moderate is so. Okay, let's go on to, what's this one? This is arabesque. Okay, that's fair enough. There's my K. I've got that bit. And we've just got an anagram of bears at the start, haven't we, really? Bears. So the Alhambra's facade is arabesque. And then we've got an anagram of bears. I'm not quite sure where the A comes from at the start. I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of Alhambra. I think it may be an all-in-one. So the A from Alhambra, as indicated by facade. Ornately, bears is an anagram of bears. Ornately is your anagram indicator that we need an anagram of bears. And then Ke is what in Granada. Knelt, I think, is an anagram of let. Unoccupied kitchen is the K and the M from kitchen, so take the letters out. Cooks is saying anagram those letters. And if you set your joints down, then you have knelt. You knelt down. So that's good. Northern Nans avoided turning on gas. I'm not sure what turning on gas is doing. I mean, argon, there's an anagram of gran there somewhere, I think. Northern is N. Nans avoided turning on. Gas, well, gas. Argon is a gas. It's one of the chemicals, isn't it? I think Nan is your gran. Turned round without. Yeah, okay. So it's your gran is your Nan. Avoid the N for northern and turn it round, so it becomes arg, and then put on the end to give you argon. Gosh, okay. Wow. Right, this one. Estate car. Okay, I wasn't quite there, was I? But I did say to utter is to speak or say something, so I think that's state. Bores, dash around. Okay, yeah, so bores is saying put state into, bore it into, drill into it. Dash around, if you dash you race, so that's put race backwards, so around is your turn it backwards indicator, and you do that in an estate car. Right, next one up, not reveal grid, no point doing that. Thereupon, gosh, immediately is thereupon, I think that's your definition. After get together, EU, there's my EU. Oh my word, it's just a hidden word, isn't it? Borders is your hidden word indicator. Across together, get together is one word because it's hyphenated. So starting in the end of together, get together, and then through EU and pondered. Wow, okay, didn't expect to find a hidden word. Next one. Cannot see now, can I? Reveal word, please. Epoch. Okay, epoch. That's a PC. Is a male. Okay, a he PC, I think, isn't it? So male is he. Policeman is a PC. Going about. What's that? Age. An age is an epoch. Oh no, it's a cop. Sorry, cop is a policeman. Gets into lying about. Yeah, so he backwards, I think. Lying about. Gets into is saying put it all backwards. Yeah, so put it all backwards. So it's he with a cop inside it. Lying backwards gives you an age, which is an epoch. Right, next one. I can't really generally unravel things, even if I can't do them. So premium, I think, is a prize. We've got the P for parking beside the Ritz Hotel, but take the T off of Ritz Hotel, it's usually the RIZ, and then put E for energy on the end. That's a simple one. Okay, well, simple to understand anyway. Consensus, there we go. So yeah, my CUS was correct. Let's have a look. Oh, let's go back. Consensus. So yeah, coming together as a consensus. Endless rubbish. So take the first and the last letter off of nonsense. I lose the N at the start and the E at the end. Put that into CUS, where second, fourth and sixth letters of scouts, as indicated by periodically, gives you consensus which is coming together. I think something like syllabus was correct, what syllabi was correct. I need to just do an overall check actually and just take out the ones that are wrong. So potboil and splow, which I knew splow wasn't going to be right, but you know, I didn't know what to put in there instead. Right, let's have a look at syllabi. So program, so we've got the multiple of programs. So one program is a syllabus, and programs are syllabi. S for succeeded. By is screening everything which is all, so BALLY. So containment indicator screening. Turn it about, and then put an I for India on the end. Native phonetic alphabet. What is this then? Panboil. That was literally. No, it can't be panboil. Eh? Can't briefly flipped. What's going on? Reveal word. Parboil. Okay. If you pan something, then you criticise it or give it the rap. So yeah, that's. So I think cook briefly is to parboil something. Flipped is saying put backwards a synonym for pan, which in this case is wrap. The smallest amount of bacon is a B, and grease is oil. Simple enough. I need to go on the next clue yet before I do that. This one is the word oath. Okay, what's going on with oath? What was that? Binding profession, yeah. So okay, I did say profession might be to speak in some way, profess something. So yeah, a binding profession. If you swear an oath, that's binding. Unwilling to spend pounds. Yeah. So unwilling is loathe. Take the L for pounds off, gives you oath. Okay, I feel good that I actually can understand these clues, and I have said some of these things even if I didn't know how to put them. Oh my word. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is in fact an anagram in the act of, I think, which is fianchetto. Playing is your anagram indicator, and fianchetto, whatever that is a chess move, I guess. I think that's how it breaks down. So let's look at the hyena. What we got? We know hyena is correct. So the bird is a hen sitting around wifey yard with an A for area on the end, and one spot in the bush. Think of the African bush. Is the hyena. What's this? Square. That is a rectangle. I said rectangle, didn't I? So why is that rectangle? Stretched from. Well, a bend is an angle. Let's have a look. R for river, and stretched from city. City is EC, London postcode, to halfway, and half of 2 is T. Gosh, I did say that, and then I tried to justify square being a rectangle. I was thinking maybe I've done something really silly there. So that was quite nice to see actually. Right, that's how that passes. This one, sea swell usually sees duck expelling one big quack. Let's have a look what the answer is. Reveal word is the Surgeon General. Okay, okay, so the big quack, quacks are, yeah, doctors. So the big quack would be the Surgeon General, the head of them. I don't know if that's only something you see in the States, in which case quack is even more so an American word for a doctor. Sea swell sees duck expelling one. Okay, a surge is a swell. Duck is an O. Expelling one. What have we got there? One big quack. I think the big quack is Surgeon General. I think that's your definition. Sea swell. Surge on general. Usually is general, I think. Sees duck expelling one. So we've got search for sea swell, we've got general for usually, seas duck, expelling. I can't quite see what's going on there. Well, I won't keep going on that one. So what's this? Antique. This one's elderly is antique. I said anti, didn't I? Anti is opposing to line bypassing Brussels. I'm not sure what's going on there though. Is that antique? Must be. Opposed to is anti. Line bypassing Brussels. Oh, it's a Q. It's a Q without an EU in it somewhere. QU, EU, QU, EU, E. So take the EU out of Q, gives you that. Yep. Just double check I've actually got everything right so far. These ones I'm beginning to fill in now with some letters in there. Real grid. I'll check. I need to check, don't I really? No. Let's do check. Check grid. Yeah, everything's okay to that point, right? Gosh, what's this? Consent. Extremely snug. Bed. Curtailed short nap. Don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Reveal word is coziest. Okay, extremely snug is coziest. Fair enough. A bed is a cot, I think. A short nap is a siesta. Okay, so yes, bed curtailed is a cot without a T on it, and siesta is a nap without the A on the end of it. Got curtailed is saying shorten that word, and short is saying shorten that word. Large majority. So what was that? That was L for large. The majority of summer is a summer is someone who adds and adding up. Yeah, you're doing sums, you're doing adding up. So an adder. Take the R off of adder. Crowds is saying crowd adder. Crowds L for large. Become confused is to be addled or addle. Sorry. What's this? Blowtorch. Hot burner is a yep. So what have we got? Lifted. Is that right? Lifted £2. I think that's a blowtorch. Looking at the letters to fill in. Over hot, maybe. Sea creature. Low torque. B. Lifted. So that's just, there's a £2 sea, £2. Is that the answer? Let's check. Yep. Blowtorch it is. So a blowtorch is either a hot burner or a burner. I'm not sure quite what the definition is, whether we need the H for hot or not. Lifted suggests we need to go upwards. £2. C-R-O-T. Sea creature over. I can't see any sea creatures there. A wolb. A rot. A crow. Crow over hot doesn't really work. Could be a creature over, I suppose. Crow over. Our pound is LB, isn't it? £2 would be £2. BL for pound. TWO is 2, so that's the B blowtorch bit. Sea creature is an orc, as in an orca. Is that right? As in £2 is £2. Orc, as in an orca. Over hot for H, orc. I don't think we're talking about Tolkien orcs here, are we? So, what is it, CRO turnover? Probably, maybe. Oh well, that's roughly how you get there. Right, where are we on to now? We're on to the French. Basket, packet, every survey. Every survey. To be run in every survey. Cool. Each. Let's have a look. What is it? Real word. Market research. Okay, market research is a survey. Fair enough. Features about French. Oh gosh, what have we got here? To be run in every survey. Well, okay. Run in. R for run in each is run in every. So that leaves us market ray. Tray is very in French. I don't know if that's right. Features mark et raise to be etre maybe, might be about. Marks might be features about French to be. Okay, the French to be is etre, I remember the verb être now, vaguely. Je suis, maybe. Or was that I am? I don't know. Vous êtes. Right, yeah, we've got marks are features going around. The French word for to be is être, and run is are going in each, which is each and every, which gives you market research, which is a survey. Whew, okay. That looks like antipasto, doesn't it? Monza course. So Monza is in Italy. A course, as in a meal course. So yeah, that's antipasto or antipesto. Antipasto, I'm sure it is. That's just an anagram, isn't it? Pit. There's pit. P-I-T. Anne. Article Anne. Regarding northbound. Sorry. Pit. Stops. Ots. Asto. As to. Regarding. As to this. Yeah, so regarding this matter. As to this matter. So we've got and for article. As to as regarding. Northbound pit, which gives you tip coming downwards. Stopped in there. And the Mons course is antipasto. Italian food. Whew, okay. What's this? Cross. Line, small and fine. Cracking mug. Cross post. Cross line, small and fine. Cross. Is it? No, let's have a look. See what it is. Real word. Crow's foot. Okay, so yes. Oh, okay. So yeah. Is this a cryptic clue? I think it is, isn't it? So crow's feet. Crow's feet are those lines you get around your eyes, and they tend to happen when you smile a lot. So you get cracking. So mug is your face. Cracking. Yeah, small and fine. They're very small, fine lines. Crow's foot. It's just one line, so it's singular. I think it's a cryptic definition. Right, what we've got now? Did the scorer? Okay, yeah, Puccini was the scorer. So musical scorer shown up. So we've got up. Shown up is hang on. Shown up. Clubs is C. In. I for current. And cup ties is cup upwards, I think. I think cup upwards. Shown up, I think, is used to indicate you need to put some of those letters upwards, as opposed to up being the Puccini bit. Oh, that's why I got to Puccini, because I somehow mentally did a PU at the start. Okay, what's this? What's this? Non-spin? No. Could be this ball's knocked over square leg? Well, some kind of spin. Square leg is a pin. A pin is a leg. Oh, 9-pin. Okay, 9-pin ball. I think that is 9-pin. Could be this ball's square is 9 is a square number. 3 3 is a 9. Could be this ball's knocked over. Yeah, a 9-pin. Not so 10-pin bowling is a version of bowling with 10 pins, and 9-pin is a kind of a diamond shape. 9 pins. Let's just check everything's right to this point, which it is. So we've got an inlet here or something. What we got? Key. It could be an islet, I think. A key. So the Florida Keys and things are isles. Hole. That is reinforced on escaping from trap. Is it an islet or an inlet? Hole that is reinforced in escaping from trap. I think that's going to be an islet for key, Florida Key, an island. A hole is an islet, isn't it? In okay, wow, yeah, an islet in your shoes where you put, when you put laces through is the eyelet. So it's an eyelet. Actually, there's another way to say that. Key is an eyelet, and that's an eyelet. Escape from trap is your sound like indicator, I think. So yeah, the hole in your shoe has a little kind of reinforcement around it, so it doesn't fray down. So there we go. Wow, eyelet. So what's this? Large drops in circuits. Elevated battery discharge will be a salvo, which makes them ovals. Overs. Salvo. There you go. 5751 with well, just lots of help really, because I didn't actually do it. I just um, checked out. So let's just check that last clue. So large is L, dropping into circuits which are OVAS, elevated, same put that upwards, and a battery. So a battery as in an armor, artillery battery, discharges a salvo. So there we go. So that is this year's Times Championship final puzzle. What did I get right? Well, I did say so and so, so that was a half mark there. Nelt I got right, so I got one there. Argon I got right. Epoch I didn't prize. Consensus syllabi I definitely got right. Half mark for parboil. Oath, knew what I needed to do with fianchetto. Hyena I definitely got right. Rectangle I said but didn't put it in. Surgeon General didn't. Antique, Cozy's note. Adel got right. Blowtorch didn't. Market research definitely didn't. Antipasto. Crow's feet. Puccino got right. 9-pin didn't. Salvo didn't. And Eyelet didn't. But there you go. So yeah, I don't know. So I didn't. I started counting them and I didn't really. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. That would be hard. 57 minutes with help. Actually, just kind of reading the clues and understanding them. I'm definitely not making the final next year. Thank you for watching.